Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the first day of the double feature podcast. I one day decided, you know what, I'd be seeing a lot of movies more than once a day. So I was like, why not start a podcast where I talk about movies more in depth? Of course, when I talk about movies in the channel, it's more actual, just trying to stay away from certain things. The double feature podcast lets me talk about everything and anything I want about the movie. So just know, if this is a movie that you're looking forward to, well, that's tough because we're going to talk in depth. So, and also the podcast, we talk about little things like what we're looking forward to in the movies, anything else, just talking about the news. But by the end, we'll do the double feature podcast. So, hope you guys enjoy. Hello, guys. Today is, what day is it? Today is Monday, a new day, an exciting day, a start for a new podcast. Again, I was thinking about doing this for a while, like I just said in the intro. But other than that, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm just glad I'm doing it for the first time. And today's double feature includes Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Of course, I already spoke about these movies on the channel, but we're going to go more in depth, and by the end, we're going to do a little award system in which we award which ones we think is the better actor, better actress, best movie, best director, and best writing, all the fun stuff, and call it a day. But let's first introduce our guest of the evening, the beautiful Lizbeth Torres. Say hi.
Hello, guys.
All right, and she seems very happy. You can if you were here, you would see it. Anyways, what movie are we talking about?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
And what else?
And the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay, that's nice. There you go. Just trying to test the audio because we're using the voice memo to do this podcast because we're doing good. We're doing good financially. Anywho, yes. So how you been, Lizbeth?
Very good, and you?
Pretty good. Just talking about movies like usual. Except I'm doing it on Spotify and on YouTube. Except I do talk about movies on YouTube. I talk a lot about movies. That's all I talk about really is movies, man. Anyways, how's your day been?
Very good.
Very good. That's good. That's good to hear. That's great. That's great to hear. Let's talk about the movie news. So, any fun movies to look forward to?
Well, the Barbie movie.
Yes, we're excited for Barbie. That's the movie that every man dreams to watch. And but let's be honest, we're excited for Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer is the real true gem that Lizbeth has yet to recognize. But we'll be okay. She'll see it though. She has to, bro. There's no point. Can't go watch Barbie and not watch Oppenheimer. It's crazy. But the movies this week. Is the movie next week. I'm not gonna try to watch Book Club because I don't think Book Club is gonna be any interesting. But hey, it might shock us. Who knows? It might surprise us. But other than that, I'm probably gonna do a triple feature to catch up on movies. So I'm gonna go try to see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, the movie Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, and the movie Sisu. So 3 movies. That's the plan for me to watch. And yeah, it's exciting. The movies have been pretty fun of late. We went to see Guardians 3. I know. We've been looking forward for that movie for a while. And I'm glad to say it delivered. It was amazing. It was a whole lot of fun. A lot of fun moments. We're talking just a really emotional movie from beginning to end, I think, with the whole story about Rocket and just the whole team coming to an end. What did you think about Guardians 3?
I thought it was very good. I thought everything was well portrayed. Like you could actually feel whatever Rocket was feeling. and the other characters too.
That's well put. Yes, truly. I mean, Rocket, just the character of Rocket in this movie was really amazing because it was just it was very emotional. I mean, I can't lie. I shed a few tears with the parts with Rocket and his friends, and just the idea of him losing his friends in the most tragic way I can imagine. It was really dark to see. It's definitely one of the hardest things Marvel's ever done. I mean, Marvel's very kid friendly, but I'm glad this movie really was like, oh, let's pump it up. And you gotta give respect to James Gunn and his direction and his writing. But yeah, I thought he did an amazing job. So yeah, the movies next week. I'm gonna try to see them. I would hope they're good. I wouldn't go to the movies if they weren't good. But yeah, that's exciting. An exciting time. We saw the UFC, right? Lizbeth lost, sadly. I lost too, though. So we lost to her little brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We got screwed.
He got quite a head start. He got a lot of points.
Yeah. Well, I started off pretty shitty to begin with. I got pretty much screwed in the beginning of the of the game. So yeah, because we played a game. It was a betting game. Of course, we didn't spend money because it's a fucking little brother. I'm not gonna take his money. But other than that, we betted on the fight, and it was fun. It was a fun time. It was fun. It was a fun experience to watch the fights in a very interesting way instead of just watching them. Yeah, there's actually holding, because we do a little thing where it's like a championship, and where we bet and the winner is the champion. I was the champion. I beat Lizbeth 2 weeks ago, proudly. And this week wasn't the same. We got beat by her little brother, which funny enough, it was fun.
By a 10-year-old.
Yeah, let's not talk about ages, because then my self-esteem goes to the shitters. But other than that, it was good. It was a fun time. So, but yeah. So what else you want to talk about? What else is there to talk about?
Oh, about life.
Life, shit. That can be like a whole podcast. We can talk about that all day. To be frankly honest, that's very deep. Yeah, it's been fine. It's been cool. Been writing a lot, so we can start writing. But you gotta get yourself in the mood. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this week with the movies. I think the movies should be good. This month is pretty a good month too. You got Little Mermaid, which I gotta tell you guys, this is the most funniest shit ever. So when we went to see Return of the Jedi, right? The trailers were out. There was a dude talking during the trailers. Thank God he didn't talk during the fucking movie. I would have been pissed. But he was just saying, every trailer he would either say like, "Oh, that's good, I'll watch that," or that, or this and that. The Little Mermaid trailer pops up, and I was looking at it. I was like, "Oh, this is I guess okay. I mean, it's nothing special. It's not. I wouldn't say it's good. It's a fine trailer." But other than that, but by the end of the trailer, the guy just splat out said, "I ain't watching that." And I was like, "Oh my God." I laughed so hard, man.
He said it with such certainty.
Yeah, he was certain. He was confident with that statement. I was like, oh shit. I guess he's not gonna see that movie. Well, good for him, man. He doesn't have to experience the Little Mermaid. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not looking for. Are you looking forward for that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. That's good. Honestly,
I think it's gonna be something different from what we.
Have you seen the live? Have you seen the original, the one and the animated one?
No.
You haven't seen the animated? That's crazy. Holy shit! This is a discovery. The thing is with Lizbeth, she doesn't watch that much movie, so this is the best guess you can have for a movie podcast. A woman that has not seen not a lot of movies. She can definitely name you all the Netflix movies. So I'll give her that. She can name you all the Netflix movies, and I have seen them, and I've had a blast with every single movie she has given me. But
like the movie with Addison Rae, he saw that.
Yeah, and I talked about it.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah. Just go on my YouTube and you'll find out the opinion for that movie. But yeah, The Little Mermaid. I mean, I love the animated movie. The animated movie is just a legendary film in my opinion. But live action just looks fine. I mean, I don't know, the voice acting from the Sebastian and shit is really interesting. I don't know. We'll see though. It might shock us. That's the thing. Like Dungeons and Dragons, which I thought the movie was actually a really good movie. The trailers were terrible. Like I had zero like interest, zero anything. If like some of the people that I look out to talk about movies said it was actually good, I would have possibly not gone seen it. But a lot of people were like raving about it. I was like, what? Dungeons and Dragons? Isn't that the trailer that was just shit? But I saw the movie and that was like the biggest surprise of the year. So maybe Little Mermaid is a surprise that we're just hoping to get.
I just feel like let's say the trailers that are like long, but like they don't have a lot of information about the movie. Usually, I don't know. I feel like they tend to be good movies rather than the ones that they like put in like a lot of parts from the movie.
Like Shazam 2.
Yeah.
Shazam 2 pretty much spoiled the whole fucking thing. I literally, by the end of that trailer, I was like, man, I just saw the movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, holy shit, I just saw the whole movie in just 3 minutes. That's crazy. But, yeah, Little Mermaid didn't show much. I give it that. But, I don't know. I don't know. It might be good. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm not gonna poop on a movie until it comes out. But it might be really bad. But we'll see. We'll see what fate gives us in the next few weeks. Also, Fast 10, the 10th Fast and Furious movie, and Lizbeth hasn't even seen a single one, right? Like she has not seen a single Fast and Furious movie, which I like. Okay, that's fine. The Fast and Furious movies are good. They're good and they're bad at times. I mean, the new one was just absolutely terrible in my personal opinion. But the Fast 5, Fast 6, Fast 7, like they got to a point where like the movies were actually pretty good for what it was, for just being entertaining and it was exciting. But now the Fast and Furious saga isn't as good. Like if I show Lizbeth the Fast and Furious movie, I'd probably give her the first one because it'll get you liking the characters. I'd probably skip Too Fast. Maybe Tokyo Drift, because Tokyo Drift is cool. I think Tokyo Drift is underrated. And the movie, the Return of the Fast and Furious or whatever, like every actor's in it. And Fast 5 is the one that you're gonna have to see because that's the best one. That's the best Fast and Furious. Fast 5, and then Fast 6, Fast 7. The Fate of the Furious, I didn't hate that movie. I don't remember it much though, so I can't say if I hate it or not. But the new one was terrible. I did not like it. Anyways, yeah, exciting. Fast and Furious 10. What other movies are coming out this month? The Robert De Niro movie with the peacock.
Yeah.
With De Niro killing a peacock. What do you think about Robert De Niro?
He's very good
Funny,
in his work.
Funny enough, she's only seen a single movie with Robert De Niro.
I liked it. Honestly, I had a good time. Like I would watch it again.
Bang the Drum Slowly. That's another double feature that we're gonna have to talk about one of these days, or me. It depends. But yeah, Bang the Drum Slowly was a good movie, and that was like De Niro before Mean Streets. When you see Mean Streets with De Niro, that's like, oh shit, De Niro's in town, ladies and gentlemen. De Niro's in fucking town. He's a rocker, but in Bang the Drum Slowly, he's good. He's good in the movie. He's just not. You have Mean Streets is a different breed that you're gonna have to experience. And when the second double, because we're starting a thing with Pacino and De Niro, we're doing a double, the Pacino De Niro marathon, in which we watch a Pacino De Niro movie until we get to a certain point, and then a part 2, and then part 2. There's 3 parts to this. There's part 1, The Road to Godfather, part 2. Part 2 is Heat, and part 3 is The Irishman, which may or may not be the last time we see those actors in a movie together. So yeah, I think it's a fun experience for Lizbeth because it's 2 of my favorite actors of all time. Specifically, Al Pacino is like one of my favorite actors of all time in one of my favorite films ever made. So like that one's I'm actually excited to show you is Al Pacino movies because they're fun. They're like, of course, young Pacino's different because he's young. He's young, he's active, but when you get to the older Pacino where he's like, hoo-ha, and he's fucking fun as heck, he's always, that was an experience. But yeah, I'm showing her that. And yeah, that was like the last double feature we did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last one was the one that we're talking about now, but we also talked about that we saw that before that.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much. But okay, what do you think is the next double feature that we should do? I'm going to give you the choice. You know why? Cuz you know what? I feel like I always put the movies on you. I feel like it's time for you to give me a double feature. Like,
I mean,
what do you think is 2 movies that we should watch? Because I gave her the Nick Robinson one because that's one of her favorite actors of all time. Nick Robinson, funny enough. A man that doesn't have a lot of movies to give.
I haven't seen Love, Simon, but
that's the movie she needs for a person that likes Nick Robinson and has not seen Love, Simon, his best work. That's crazy to me. Oh yeah, right now she's showing me the movie Ponyo. I love that movie. Saw it with my aunt. The English dub. I'm waiting to see it in Japanese dub though, because I feel like that'll give me the full experience of Ponyo. But that's a great movie. I really like that movie. It's such a cute movie, such a cute film. But
you even know the song.
Oh, but it's so catchy though. Because we saw the reason why I even wanted to see the movie Ponyo was the theme, the song. It was like such a lovable theme song because it's such a cute movie. Like it's really cute. You can show it to a child, they'll love it, and it's just it's so innocent. Like there's nothing. It's like the most innocent film ever made. There's not a single like thing that's like it's very innocent. It's a really cute movie. I really like that film. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Truly, honestly, like what would be the next double feature that you could choose? Like you could choose those 2 movies. Heck, you can even choose the 3rd movie if you want to do a triple feature, an extra one. Like what would you think?
I would think.
Oh, I'm not talking about the movie theater, man. Movie theater is sacred. I'm talking about like in general, like any movie ever made. What would you put like in a double feature? Oh, here we go.
Like, I would wanna see. I'm not sure, but I want to see more scary movies.
A horror double feature? Interesting. I mean, you're talking to the horror master, man. I've seen every single horror movie. I gotta thank my cousin for that. She made me watch horror movies when I was like 8. So I saw all that stuff at a very young age. So I'm pretty much bred to watch horror movie. One movie Lizbeth just did not want to watch in theaters was Evil Dead Rise. Like, and just explain the whole. You can hold it. You can hold the thing. Explain your love and why you did not want to watch Evil Dead Rise. Go for it.
I didn't want to watch Evil Dead Rise because I just think that, I don't know, that I'm not up to that level yet.
You're not up to that level. You're going to get to that level, though. You're going to get to that level.
I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, she hopes. We saw Breaking Bad though, like the most, like it was violent. She saw it from beginning to end. What did you think of Breaking Bad though? What do you think? The greatest show ever made. What do you think?
It is so good. Like I definitely wish I could, like, erase it from my brain and then watch it again from like scratch. Oh my god. Breaking Bad is really good.
Okay, what's your favorite moment from Breaking Bad? Like, if you had to choose a moment from Breaking Bad, what would you choose, like, truly?
I mean...
There's so many, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard. I can name you one. Hector shitting himself. That's the funniest scene ever. Hector's in the freaking thing, he's talking to the police, and he just shits himself. It's hilarious. Not the best moment. Okay, that's just my favorite moment, but the best moment has to be... Walter White, I am the danger, or some shit, like something like that. It's such a like menacing scene.
Mine has to be when Walter White blew up Gus.
That shit was amazing.
Well, it was technically Hector.
Yeah.
Who blew up Gus, but just the whole scene is like, damn.
I remember when we were watching like that finale, like to the road to that point. I was like, we have to, like, I hate this movie. I hate the show because I want to continue. I want to finish this already. Like we got right when like Walter is in the scene in the freaking where he's like screaming. From there, it's like, oh, we got to continue. It's like, it's just that's it. We're in the end game. It was such an amazing movie. My God. Sorry, show. Sorry, show.
That show was phenomenal. If
It
you're
is.
looking for something new to watch that because
You'll be doing yourself a favor. If you've never seen Breaking Bad, you should absolutely check it out.
Yeah. What did you think about Jesse?
Jesse is a character that's he's been through a lot of shit, right? Jesse's been through a lot of shit, so he's a great character. I love Jesse. Jesse's a character that in the beginning of the show is definitely the one where you feel like, oh man, he's gonna be a problem for Walter, but he's the most innocent person in the movie, and he's great. He's great in the movie, in the show. What the fuck? Why am I saying movie? It's a television series. It's so good that I think it's a movie. Yeah, Jesse's awesome. Jesse's amazing. What do you think of Walter White?
I thought he was a douche at first because
At first,
yeah.
I was like, okay, dude has cancer. He's trying to, make money for his family. But by the end, he is the most unredeemable person in the fucking planet.
No, but at least for me, I thought he was a douche because he would not talk to his wife, of course about what he was doing, but still, I feel like he was neglecting her a lot, and I don't know. I thought he was a douchebag.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I get what you're saying. That's understandable. That's an understandable point, but I don't think. Liz, we're talking about compared to him in the beginning of the show to him in season 5 is like a completely different fucking person.
Right. Can I add something? And the wife was pregnant. Why would he neglect her when she's pregnant?
I think that's the thing, because
you should be more.
I guess, but he's trying to. He has to. You can't tell Skylar, "Hey, I'm cooking meth." He's gotta hide it. At the end of the day, he's gonna have to, because him probably knowing his wife, she would definitely not accept that. Besides, at the beginning, he wasn't thinking long term. He was only thinking 6 months or a year. So, but again, by the end, Walter said, "Let me become the fucking kingpin of Albuquerque." Yeah. Such an amazing show though, if you guys want to watch. What was the last show you saw?
The last show?
Yeah, the last show.
I saw was...
She forgot about the show. She was watching a show called Queen Charlotte, the Bridgerton story. Please, tell me about the show.
It is really good, not because of the sex part, just because,
I saw an episode of that show, and every scene was sex. I was like, I didn't mind it, though. It was porn. It was exciting. It's great.
I just skip those parts where they're doing sex, because I'm like, brah, the same thing. But, it's really good. I like it. I want to know, because Prince, yeah, the prince is...
You can talk about the show. Nobody... This is... You can have freedom to say whatever you want.
Right.
If you want to hide it, go for it, whatever.
Okay, so basically, the Queen Charlotte is her brother, kind of he's you're gonna marry this prince. And all throughout the story, she doesn't agree. She thinks that she shouldn't do that. But then, she meets the prince, funny enough, because she's, climbing out of, trying to get out of where they were. And she's trying to get out, and the prince was, all elegant. He's do you need any help? And she's like, no. Yeah, I'm trying to, not get married to this guy. And he's like, yeah, I know. But, I'm the one you're marrying. And then she's she realizes that's the prince that she's talking to. And I'm like, damn. But, I thought something else about the prince. About the king. Sorry. King.
Yes,
he
the king.
He just looks so young that I call him Prince.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, Prince and King they're very young. I mean, in real life, I mean, shit, Game of Thrones had a king that was, like, fucking 20 or something. Like a child, because they're part of the family. And they go into the throne very young.
Right. And I think if you watch Bridgerton, you would truly enjoy Queen Charlotte. Also, it's kind of like the king and the queen didn't, like, they got married, but they didn't have sex, so they didn't, like, go through with their marriage, like, back in the days. And so he would kind of, like, also neglect her and, like, leave her in the castle that's supposed to be, and they didn't even sleep together till, like, later on. And then, like, he gets sick, right? And, like, that's when the show stopped, but I want to know, like, what he has, because he was acting, like, all, like...
Yeah, because I was watching 2 seconds of the television series, and I was just there experiencing it. And it was just a dude with his problems, and it was interesting. I don't know. I gotta watch it. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel. I think it's hard for me to watch television shows because it's like a commitment. It's hard, and you gotta stick to it. But it has to be like an amazing show though. That's the thing. Like after watching Breaking Bad, I cannot go to Queen Charlotte because I feel like I'll go from like the best show to this. It has to be something competitive. Like it has to be an amazing show. It has to be like I think the next show I would go to is probably a One Piece or something, because I feel like that's a journey. I feel like, okay, we're going to a different realm of storytelling and creativity, and it'd be interesting. Because I've never seen an anime. I have, though, that's a lie. Attack on Titans from season 1. But this is different, completely different. This is like a 20-year line of shows of like 1,000 episodes. I want to do it because I feel like I want to accomplish it. Because my friends, okay? I have friend Carlos, Kevin, and Yuli, my good friends. They watch the show One Piece, and every time they talk about the show, they have such love and such like passion towards it. And there's me just like not knowing a single fucking thing what they're talking about. I'm like, oh great. So like I was like, you know what? Let me experience this journey. It'd be a cool journey, and I want to be a part of it. So one of these days, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna start the journey. But when I start the journey, you can't go back, pretty much. So yeah. Anyways, it was nice talking about just in general about shows and movies. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we start talking about the double feature that we saw?
No, but
okay, that's good. All right, so let's talk about the first film. The first feature film is the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is about a group of intergalactic criminals who must pull together to stop a fanatical warrior with plans to purge the universe. The movie is written and directed by the young James Gunn. The movie could be seen on Starz, Disney Plus, or you could buy it on Blu-ray DVD. The movie is in color and in 121 minutes. So, the first movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. So we started this double feature because we were pretty much trying to catch up to Guardians 3. I actually saw the first 2 movies. I saw the second one in theaters, actually. I went to the movie theaters to see the second one with a friend, Pio. And yeah, the third one. So it's been a journey to see this movie. So I've been through it to see this movie. Was this your first time actually watching the movie?
yes.
Okay, fair. Yeah, this was her first time watching the movie. All right, so let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. I absolutely love the fucking movie. I mean, that's just my opinion. Loved it. It's such a great start to the characters and them becoming the Guardians of the Galaxy and being a team. And not only just being a team, but being a family by the beginning. It was really an amazing start to the journey. And it was crazy because in 2014... before this movie came out, nobody knew who the fuck they were. Like, they were like the most... there were characters that only the diehard fans would know them, but not many people did. So this was just a great film that really popularized and made these characters who they are and who they loved. So what was your thoughts for Guardians?
I love that movie. That one and the third one were my favorites.
Yeah, the first one and the third one is amazing.
Really good.
Yeah, but the first one was awesome. I thought it was an amazing experience. Of course, Lizbeth. I already gave my rating for this movie. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So that's my big rating. So I want you to talk about the movie more, because I feel like I've talked about it a good amount already on the YouTube channel. So, and a good thing about this is that you can talk about it without having to worry for spoilers, because who gives a shit, right? So we're talking in the double feature podcast. This is movies that is old that we could just talk about, have fun. But yeah, so what do you think of the movie itself? Like, what do you think of the story, the performances, and what do you think? So, first thing is, Lizbeth forgot the whole fucking movie. She was like, oh, the movie's amazing. Also forgetting the whole fucking movie. That is great. Okay, so she can't really form a fucking opinion, bro. She can't say anything. Okay, what do you think of Star-Lord in the movie?
Star-Lord?
Yeah. Dude, I brought the best guest, man. Can't say... Can't say shit. Can't say who's Peter Quill. Can't say
I know
what's...
Peter Quill.
Okay, alright. Let's talk about Peter Quill. What do you like about Peter Quill? Or if you don't, do you like him?
I love his way of like making jokes. He's very jokester-like.
He is pretty funny in the movie. Also, like in the beginning of the movie, his mom dies from cancer. It's pretty sad scene. It's a really sad fucking scene. It's a scene that really hit me the most. It was like, oh my god, that was like the first scene in the movie. I was like, oh, okay, we're getting into deep shit, and the character, and it was just cool, right? Chris Pratt, as in the Guardians movie. Like, of course, this was before he was who he is now.
He's a very good actor.
Before he's Mario, and now before that, he was not the most well-known actor, and he's great in this movie. I loved his character, going through a lot of shit.
He deserves a Grammy.
Oscar. A Grammy is music.
Oh.
God, Jesus Christ. This is gonna be a rough one, huh? Yeah. What would you give this movie, though? Rating-wise, you can do my rating, 1 out of 5, or a 1 out of 10. Whatever is easier for you to rate rate the movie, whatever.
I would rate the movie 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. The greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, you forgot fucking the movie. I literally had to, she literally took me aside and told me, I can't tell you anything about this movie, I forgot. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What? You forgot the movie? Holy shit, alright. Things I forgot to talk about the movie. Thanos, right? Thanos is in the movie. Of course, I didn't bring it up in the review because, to be honest, because I feel like that's talking about something in the future that we're not. I mean, we have to see a lot of movies to get to that point. I already did. I talked about all the Marvel movies with Bill at the old channel, but I was like, I've pretty much seen every single Marvel movie or / MCU movie. Sorry. So I was like, yeah. Thanos is in the movie. He's cool though. For a scene, he's very menacing. You can tell this man's a menace to society. Yeah, Thanos is great. And yeah, it was such a cool scene, man, when they're when they were in the orb and they hold the orb, the power stone, and they're like, oh, we're the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, and they killed them. It was fucking awesome. Fucking awesome scene. They hint a little bit of Rocket's backstory. It was cool. And they also did, just a fun movie, man. Really amazing film and a start to this beautiful trilogy that I think is amazing and exciting. And I love every minute of it.
What I didn't like was that, Groot died. The daddy Groot.
Well, shit. That was a very sad scene at the end. What, that's a nitpick?
I did like the movie and everything. I didn't like it because Groot is really good in this movie, but like,
So you
Baby
wanted
Groot
him.
is adorable.
So you wanted him to be in the movie more,
Yeah.
or like to continue on.
I wanted him to continue.
I get it. I guess. I mean, it just Groot is in the movies, anyways. It's just this one's definitely an older Groot. I loved him. I loved the Groot in this movie. I think the Groot in this movie was really amazing. Star-Lord was. Let's talk about the movie in depth though. So Star-Lord is trying to capture this Power Stone, man. He's capturing the Power Stone. Problem is he gets attacked by this guy, and they attack him, and they try to steal his orb, and he leaves and gets the fuck out of there. And he tries to sell it, and Gamora, Zoe Saldana's character, what do you think about Gamora?
Gamora's very...
In the first film.
In the first film, okay, she's very... a very cool character, to be honest. I just wish, like, she and Peter Quill had, like, some type of chemistry.
What the fuck you mean? I mean, some kind of chemistry. They had... So you didn't think they had great chemistry in the movie?
I just feel like they... I don't know. They could have, like, been... Like, it could have... They could have added more, like... Maybe her backstory...
Yeah. Well, that's what they did with the movies. Of course, the first movie, they didn't really... I mean, the first movie, they give you a hint that she's, of course, the daughter of Thanos, and she's a powerful being with definitely a chip in her shoulders, having killed a lot of these people's families and stuff, so they want to kill her, and... I mean, they delved deep on her backstory. They didn't have to go a full montage of her backstory. I think they talked about it.
I just wish they would have told us, like they would have shown us a moment where she and Thanos, like, kind of...
Bond?
No. They separated, like, what led to that, like,
well,
how she felt in the moment.
They never show it. They talk about it though. That's the thing. They always talk. They talk about like, okay, Thanos, I have to get away from this guy. He's gonna fucking kill half the people. They mention it though. Again, they don't have to show you a scene. They did show a scene in Infinity War with Gamora being young and Thanos picking her up and killing her people pretty much. So that was a cool scene. They talk about it more though. That's for sure. They talk about it more. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, but like for audience that's like visual, I'm more visual, and I don't know. There's something about when a writer puts in their movies a visual scene than when he talks about it. But it was good overall.
Yeah, I like Gamora. And Gamora kicks his ass, kicks his butt, tries to steal the orb, and we get introduced to Rocket and Groot, which Rocket is amazing. What do you think of Rocket? In the first movie, he's... Yeah.
Rocket, he's very adventurous. It's never a dull moment. And you're looking at him, like, you want to know more, like, what happened in his past, like, why is he so, like, he has built it like a wall, and, like, he, all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like, you want to know why does he have this wall built up, like, you know, like, he isn't affectionate as others, but he's very strict in his own being.
You're right. No, I agree with you 100%. Yeah, he built the wall. Like the Pink Floyd album. Yeah, he built the wall, and he's not welcoming to people. But but that's the thing about Guardians 3, man. They show it. They tell you why he is who he is, and by the end, he's happy with his friends. Well, not friends, but family more than anything. It was amazing. I think. I mean, again, I love to rewatch the Guardians 1 and 2 now, because it's like opening a different perspective to Rocket as a person. While you watch 3, you understand why he is who he is, and it's amazing. I thought Rocket was great, and Groot, cute as hell. They try to kill him. Well, not kill him, but trying to rob him, because Yandu tries to put a bounty on him to get because Peter Quill fucked him over. So he put out a bounty on him, and he's trying to get him. And Groot tries to capture him, and blah, 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 blah. And they get arrested, and they get put in this prison. And, yeah, it was awesome. It was great. I don't know. I love it. I could talk about it for a while. That's why I don't want to talk too much, because I feel like I'm going to talk about it too much. But, like, integral scenes that I want to talk about that I couldn't have talking about. The Thanos scenes were really cool. Thanos is a menace. He's a fucking beast.
That was your favorite part of the movie?
Not my favorite part, but it was just cool seeing Thanos. Because, I mean, before this movie, Thanos was hinted that, okay, this guy's going to be the big bad of the Avengers. It was just cool. It's cool seeing Thanos. It was experience. It was fun. I was like, oh, fuck, Thanos is in this movie. I forgot. It's great. And just by the end, they're friends now, and they're family, and they're working together, and they're a team. They're a team now. It's great. I really love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Is there any other thing you want to talk about the movie? Anything any nitpicks? Anything you didn't like? Or that's...
I just also, like, wish in the movie they would show Chris Pratt and, like, his background. Like, what he was... Well, Chris Pratt, no, but Quill.
Mm-hmm. You can say Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Yeah. I just wish they would have shown, like, what his life was like. Like, maybe some events with his parents, too.
No, yeah, that as well. I don't know. I don't mind the show and not tell. Like, don't show and not tell and no show. Yeah, like, I don't need to be seeing everything that happens. I can just have an idea. Because you have an idea. You don't have to see what happens. You have the idea already in your head.
Right.
I do like the show and not tell. Well, not show and not tell, but just, you don't have to show everything. You can always tell. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to see every aspect of a person's life. You can just have an idea. And you can build it with your own mind. And yeah, I thought it was awesome. I love it. I think it's... I don't know if Guardians 3 is my favorite, but I don't know. I have to see it more times, but I really love this movie. This is a great start to Guardians of the Galaxy and a great first picture. We saw it at your house. Got popcorn, got excited. I was like, oh, let's watch the Guardians movies. And it was the day before we went to the theater, and I was excited. I thought it was cool. We saw it on Disney Plus. We didn't have the Blu-ray or DVD. I should. I would collect. I would buy it on Blu-ray or DVD. It's definitely a worth of the collection. And I loved it. We saw it. It was fun. It was a fun experience. It was an emotional ride by the end, and it was great. I loved the first movie. So, any other thing you want to say?
Oh, the song choices in these movies.
Oh, fuck, the song choice in the first movie too, man. I love the song choices.
It definitely, they're really good.
Yeah, and the song selections by Gunn.
Yeah, like I love how Quill, like, usually, like, there's scenes that he starts, like, dancing and vibing. And, like, you can see how his character is very, like, genuine.
And realistic and just relatable. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved it. And the song selections are great. I thought James Gunn's song selections were really a good part of the movie. And a great part of the movie. Not even a great part of the movie. So, yeah. That was Guardians of the Galaxy. An amazing first picture, I think, right? For this double feature. Yeah, you liked it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. Loved it. So, now, the second picture. The second feature film is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the Guardians struggle to keep together as a team while dealing with their personal family issues, notably Star-Lord's encounter with his father, the ambitious celestial being Ego. The film is written and directed by James Gunn. It can be seen in Disney Plus, DVD, and Blu-ray. The film is in color, and it's 136 minutes. Now the second picture, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the sequel to the first movie, and I have experience with this movie because I actually went to the movie theaters to see this fucking movie. I went to the movie theater, loved it, I thought it was awesome, it was great, saw it with my friend, and by the end, they hint of the character Adam Warlock, remember that?
Yeah.
It was great, it was cool. And Guardians 2, I have such a fond memory with that movie. I've seen it multiple times. I think I've seen it the most out of the movies. I think Guardians 2 is a great sequel. Very underrated movie too, man. Not many people like Guardians 2. I actually thought it was great. A really fun movie with just more character work, character development, and just it builds with the characters, and it was fun and exciting. And Guardians 2 was really a solid sequel to the first movie. What did you think about Guardians 2?
I thought it was, I don't know, I feel like it could have been better, but I do appreciate it because...
What do you mean it could have been better? In what way?
Like, I loved the start because it starts with Baby Groot, like, dancing, and then, like, there's this giant ass, like, 8-leg monster, and Baby Groot is, like, just vibing. He doesn't mind that there's, like, this monster after him.
Yeah, you're right. I loved it. I love the opening dance scene. It's such a great. It's just fun, man. Baby Groot is vibing, having a blast. It's definitely, without a doubt, my favorite part of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I liked it though. I really enjoyed it. I think it was great. Ego, the villain, was amazing. I think he's a cool ass villain, who's also the father of Peter Quill, which is cool. And the dynamic between the cast is as good as ever. It was great. And it was great. And Yandu, the heart and soul of that second film, Yandu, being the one to really shine in this movie. And I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It was just fun. A really fun sequel that isn't worse or bad. It was good. It was still a great movie. And I thought it was fun. It was a fun film from beginning to end. And I thought, for a sequel, it nailed it. It nailed what it had to do. And I thought it was great. The plot points that I want to talk about, I mean, Yandu sacrificing himself was really deep for me. Because it's like that's his daddy, man, the father. And it was great. It was really emotional for me, seeing Yandu pass away and sacrifice himself for pretty much his son.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, with a relationship with your dad and the dads in general, it was amazing. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a really good part of the movie. What do you think?
I think, like, he came to the choice that he was going to sacrifice himself, Yandu, and then to save Quill.
Yeah.
Which I feel like was a very heroic thing to do. And, like, Yandu is very selfless.
He is, man. He, even though he made a lot of mistakes. I mean, he's not perfect. He's not the perfect person. But you could tell he has care for Peter. And it's beautiful. I loved it. I thought that was such a great sacrifice. Such a great villain. Not villain, but great hero's death. And that in the funeral scene was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Because it was just really nice that even with him yelling at him, everybody showed up for his funeral. Even Rocky Balboa himself showed up for the funeral. It was great. I mean, I really loved that ending to the movie. Such an amazing ending.
What did you think about his biological father?
The villain was fucking awesome. I think Kurt Russell, I love Kurt Russell. He's a great actor, great performer. He's amazing in this movie. He's an amazing villain. He's having fun. That's another thing. You can tell Kurt Russell's having fun in the movie. And, I really fucking love Kurt Russell in this movie. I don't know. I thought he's a great villain. Definitely the best villain in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. As much as I like the High Evolutionary, I think this villain is a really good villain. I think Ego was such a cool villain. I need to see High Evolutionary more, but I think the one in the third movie is such a menace. A fucking evil person. Just like this one, but yeah, I thought Kurt Russell was really freaking good. Chris Pratt was great in the movie. Even Nebula. Of course, we didn't talk about Nebula in the first one, right? Because you can't fucking remember her in the first movie, right? Yeah. Nebula wasn't a character that was like anything interesting. In this movie, she was better, but she was fine. I think I loved her in Endgame. And I think the third movie, Nebula, was awesome. I like Nebula in the third movie. You got a new character, too. You got Mantis. The girl with the tentacles.
The one Drax says, "You're ugly."
Oh, my God. That was hilarious. Also, Drax. I forgot Drax in the first movie. What do you think about Drax in the first movie?
I feel like there's characters that are just, like, you don't see them as much until like the second movie, and Drax was one of them.
Drax in the second movie was hilarious.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista made me laugh the most in this fucking movie. I mean, the scenes where he's like, "You're ugly" or some shit, where he's like, "What? Like you're a pet." And I'm like, what would
He's very truthful.
He's truthful in his own way, but he's such a lovable guy, though. I don't know. I love Drax. I feel
like he puts on a hard shell to people, but once you're comfortable with him, you're like.
He's like the softest person ever.
Yeah.
I loved Drax in this movie. I really did. He was hilarious. And I liked Mantis, too. I like Mantis. What do you think of the Gold Girl?
Oh. I didn't like her.
Why is that? Okay. Okay.
First of all.
Give your opinion. Hold it.
First of all, that girl sent, like, a bunch of the... the machines. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those. She sent them to like try to like hunt down Quill and the Guardians of the Galaxy. And she was trying to destroy them. Yeah, like. And also, yeah.
Okay, so did you like the actress, or you just did not like the character for being evil? Like, that's the thing. Liz, what the fuck you talking about? She's the villain. She's not supposed to be likable. She's an asshole.
Right,
she's trying to kill
she is an asshole.
So she did a good job being an asshole. There you go. Well, shit, Liz. There you go.
Well, in the third movie, she's an asshole to her own kid.
Yeah, for as little as she is in that movie. But, yeah. I feel like she's not a villain. She's just there. She's just there to be a conflict. I didn't like her. I feel like she was just a conflict. She didn't have any, like, death or anything like that. She was just there to be a conflict for the Guardians of the Galaxy. She was fine.
Right.
Other characters I can think of, we think of Kraglin, Sean Gunn. Okay, I don't think she remembers the guy. But he's the guy that, like, helps Yandu in Guardians 2, that he gets him out of the prison. Alright, she can't give an opinion now. Christ. What do you think about the movie's direction? Was it directed very well? I thought the film was directed very fucking well. James Gunn is on his own now. He's really good in this movie, direction-wise. And the writing, too. Like, the story and the dialogue, the characters, and...
Like, look, the beginning... It starts in...
She's right now looking at the movie to remember it. Also, ladies and gentlemen, she forgot the second one, too. Like, that's crazy to me. It's okay.
Like, it's very cool, to be honest. Yeah. Like, I love the whole outer space theme.
Yeah, this movie's visual... Also, the visuals in this movie were amazing. I thought the visual effects are great in this movie. I really loved the visual effects. What do you think of the chemistry between everybody? I think the chemistry, everybody works well together. They're as good as the first movie. The chemistry is great. Everybody's good. Yeah. Visually, it was amazing, too. It was a very good-looking movie. Such an amazing-looking movie. Yeah. Baby Groot is fucking awesome. He is cute as hell. I love Baby Groot. He's cute, he's funny, and he's just a really cute character. What do you think of Baby Groot?
I love him. He's so adorable. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna probably buy a Baby Groot toy. That'd be fun.
me too.
Baby Groot was great in this movie. I loved him. And yeah, by the end, the funeral and all that, Ego reveals his evil, diabolical plan, and the Guardians must fucking kill him, pretty much. And I also love the David Hasselhoff. Right now, I just saw it. The David Hasselhoff shit. That was so cool seeing David Hasselhoff in this movie. It was like unexpectedly funny. It was great. And yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was just another great sequel in my opinion. What was your rating for this movie? What would you give it? You gave the first one a 10.
I would give this movie 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a big. You did not like this movie, kind of. I mean, you thought it was okay or good. Okay. Give your thoughts.
I just feel like if I saw it again, I would enjoy it more. Now that I know the backstory of why everybody's the way they are.
I think it helps,
Yeah. And also, because when we were watching the movie, I was kind of tired, and so...
She was tired watching the movie. She can't do double features, man. I could see 2 movies and be like financial. I could be focused on the movie. Also, we took like an hour break, didn't we?
Yeah.
After the movie. Yeah. How were you tired? The hell? Anyways, Guardians 2, great movie, and another good second film. And yeah, that is the double feature. Guardians 1 and Guardians 2. But wait, there's a secret one. The third triple feature picture. The third and special feature is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill rallies his team to defend the universe and one of their own. A mission that could mean the end of the Guardians, if not successful. The film is written and directed by James Gunn, known for the films Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and The Suicide Squad. You can now see this movie at the nearest movie theater. The movie's in color in a runtime of 150 minutes. The third picture, funny enough, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the secret one. We might as well was gonna talk about it because Lizbeth didn't get to talk about it. I got to talk about it. It's gonna be uploaded tomorrow. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the third one. The secret feature. And did you at least know more about this movie?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. That's good. That's a good start. I fucking love Guardians 3. I love it. I love Guardians Galaxy 3. I think it's an amazing end to this series. Of course, we're gonna go spoilers in depth with this one. The Rocket backstory was tragic. I mean, the scenes where Lila, Teefs, and Flora gets shot and killed was devastating. I mean, I teared up. I cried. I was trying hard not to, but there was a dude next to me. I was like, I gotta keep the manly thing. But but I was so, like, I was about to bawl. Like, it was such an emotional... But even with the first minute of the movie, where you see the High Evolutionary about to grab Rocket, already got me almost teary-eyed. I was like, oh, shit. Because, like, there's something about animals, and especially when they're young, and the abuse. I was like, this is going to be tough for me to watch. Because I love animals. I love my Rocky. So that was tough to watch. What do you think of Guardians 3?
I think it was very good. Like, amazing. Oh, my God. So fucking good.
All right, talk about it.
Okay. So, I love how, like, in the beginning, it starts off like with Quill, and he's like, awesome music choice, and it's like he's like
the song was Creep, and the acoustic version of Creep.
Yeah, it's really damn good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and I love how, like, Peter's in the beginning, like, drunk, like he's fucking drunk, passes out. The other thing I wish that I didn't say was, like, I wish they could have dealt more with it, right? Like he's like, again. So I was like, oh, this man has been drinking. He's a drunk. man, he's drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Because understandably, because he's dealing with the loss of Gamora and shit. Of course, her dying in Endgame. So, like, he was probably dealing with that shit. And there's a very realistic, emotional thing. I wish they could have added into it. I think that'd been cool.
Right. Like, she felt... Well, she didn't feel, but... She was saying that she didn't remember anything.
Yeah, the thing, because he died. She died in Avengers. The version in Guardians 3, okay, I don't think I explained it to her. Guardians, okay, so the version that you see in the third movie is the one that, okay, so during Avengers Endgame, they time traveled to grab the stone. And they went to 2014 to get the Power Stone. But Gamora, from that version, which is completely different, a different being, comes to Earth. This Earth. So this is the version before all the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she got, I think the gist. It was amazing. I thought, the acoustic, but I wish they could have dealt more with Star-Lord. Mm-hmm. Adam Warlock was an idiot. A fucking buffoon. Who, I mean, they explain it, that because they took him out of the cocoon or something early. But, yeah, he's an idiot. He's fucking dumb. But he's... I'd say if you're a fan of Adam Warlock as a comic book character, you might get disappointed. Because he's not who he is. He's an idiot. He's a dummy. What do you think of Adam Warlock in this movie, though?
Adam Warlock?
Played by Will Poulter. The Gold Man.
Oh, the son.
Yeah, the son, Adam.
I think that he's just... doesn't know what he wants, to be honest. Like, he just following his mom's orders, but then at the end, like, he's like, damn, like, I don't want to be evil. I don't want to be part of this. Like, I just want to be, like, it's very incredible, the scene that he saves Quill. Like, he gives him a boost.
Yeah, that was such an amazing scene, and the shot of that was amazing.
Yeah, like, she comes to show you that he has a heart. And also, like, I feel like at the end, he's like, you know what? I want to be, like, with Drax, he wanted to be with the kids, the surviving kids, and the surviving animals. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad everybody, like, that was caught up in that layer got, like...
Yeah, got out.
Got safely out.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam Warlock, I didn't mind this character. But but if you're a huge fan of him in the comic books, you will get disappointed. But I didn't know him much in the comic book, so I wasn't as mad. I thought it was funny. It was funny. What do you think of just the characters? What do you think of Rocket in this movie?
Rocket, his character is really interesting because I love how they show like his side of when they killed his like friends in front of him. Like,
it was such a heartbreaking scene. When he started screaming and crying, I was like such fucking heartbroken, and the villain was just laughing. He was like, ha ha ha. He's a fucking douchebag.
And it's crazy how Rocket didn't like act on that, like,
because he was scared. I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't return to kill the guy, because he was scared of him.
Right.
And that's why at that one point he's like, I'm done running, and it was such an amazing scene.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'll go with you. I think it was Quill, yeah. And then he's like, I'm done running.
Yeah. It was amazing. The backstory was such a tragedy. It's just a tragedy. It was just really hard to see him, like, the torturing and just the story of him and his friends and how close they were and how tragic and how they died. It was fucking sad. Truly devastating scene. Probably the most devastating scene in a Marvel movie. I gotta give it that. What do you think of the crew? Peter Quill in this movie.
Peter Quill. I love the scene where he's very good in this movie. Like, I love the scene where he's like, where you know when they're at they get into this.
There's the ship, the one that they get inside it.
Yeah, and then Gamora's sister is there, and she's like.
Oh, the scene where he looks at her that was hilarious.
I didn't notice
how black your
eyes were, and then she's like, it was a form of Thanos, like.
Yeah, torture. Oh, that's hilarious.
I love that scene.
Man. Chris Pratt's funny, but he also wants to see his grandfather at Earth, but he's scared, or he doesn't want to go to Earth because that's where his mom died. But by the end, he goes to see his granddaddy on Earth and leave the Guardians of the Galaxy. So pretty much by the end, fuck it, who cares?
Right, he wants to do his own thing.
Yeah, by the end, everybody wants to do their own thing and take time off and shit. Which, I think that's the perfect way to end it. I mean, I don't think Drax, the actor, wants to come back. Zoe Saldana, I feel like she's done playing this character. And I thought it was awesome. I thought it was an amazing end to this trilogy. And I thought James Gunn did such a fucking amazing job.
Yeah, his story.
Yeah, and the way he made characters that nobody know so good and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Drax, I love how by the end he's like the dad now, right? Because, like, you see his backstory where his wife and daughter gets killed by Ronan the Accuser. Also, we forgot about Ronan. Whatever, Ronan the Accuser was a villain. He was okay in the first fucking movie. But, yeah, like, I love Dad Drax by the end. What do you think?
Drax at the end. I love the way that there was another language that wasn't English and Spanish incorporated. And I love how Drax let the girls try to figure out what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were trying to figure out what language the kids were speaking, and they were, like, trying to tell them, they were trying to communicate with them. And then all of a sudden, like, Drax is like, I know that language, and he starts communicating with them.
It was funny, cause it was like they didn't even ask him. They were like, "Oh man, why did you say anything? Cause you didn't ask." It was hilarious. Yeah. I love that Drax by the end where he's communicating with the kids, and I'm glad that I think the final thing is that he's just gonna take care of the kids at nowhere, and I think that's perfect. That is the best ending you can give Drax, that he will spend hopefully the rest of his days taking care of kids.
What's good is that they just didn't,
because it was such a tragedy that his wife and daughter gets murdered. It was fucking sad, and I'm glad that he finally gets to do that, take care of kids. It was amazing. What do you think of Nebula? I thought Nebula is amazing in this movie.
She is.
I think Nebula was so much better than any of the other movies. I feel like she's a likable character. Where you understand why she is who she is, though, because Thanos and shit. But I really like Nebula in this movie. Karen Gillan did a great job. Groot, we get to hear his first words. I love you guys. That was amazing. I fucking love it. Also, we get to hear the word fuck in a Marvel movie, man. Chris Pratt said, "Open the fucking door." It was hilarious. The crowd went crazy, though. It was like, because it was the first time anybody said the word fuck in a Marvel movie. Hopefully they continue doing that. It'd be funny. But it's great. Groot was amazing in his character. He's such a badass in this movie. He's like OP. Freaking big Groot destroying people was great.
Yeah.
So the movie was amazing. James Gunn directed the shit out of this movie. It's a James Gunn movie from beginning to end. His style was amazing. The music choices were as good as usual. I just love this movie, man. I thought the movie was amazing. And it's an amazing and fitting end.
I would watch it again.
Yeah, I will see it again too. I'll probably buy it on Blu-ray too. Probably buy the trilogy, honest to God, when it comes out, the trilogy on 4K or Blue. I'll probably get it, have it on the thing. And yeah, the Guardians 3 was an amazing movie. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I knew you were gonna enjoy it. I'm not watching a shit movie. We're watching.
To be honest, at first, like, I was like, I had seen like Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't remember which one it was, and I didn't like it because I was like, but you kind of were like persistent and like constant. Let's watch it.
Because I love Guardians
and
of the Galaxy.
I was like, you know what? Let's watch it, and it was honestly, I'm glad I got introduced to that movie.
Yeah. The trilogy itself is really amazing. It stands alone. You don't need to watch any of the other Marvel movies to fucking care. You just watch the 3 movies and be happy. And it's an amazing end to James Gunn's run in Marvel. Now James Gunn is the head of DC. So the Batman movies, he's going to write and direct Superman Legacy.
Oh, I can't wait.
James Gunn's going to write and direct a Superman movie. That's going to be interesting. Hopefully it's not Guardians of the Galaxy type of thing. Because Superman is completely different than these characters and shit. I feel like Superman should be taken a different tone from beginning. So we'll see what Gunn gives us in Superman Legacy. And yeah, that was our first double feature podcast with Lizbeth. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad you came to be our first guest. And I'd have you as many times as you want. I'll have you as many times as you want, even. Just come and we can talk about movies. That's what I enjoy, man. I just love talking about movies. I could talk about movies for however long. Ready for the awards? We're going to give out awards now for the movies.
Yeah.
So,
I'm ready.
All right. So the first award, Best Actor. Fuck, this is going to be hard. Shit.
Yeah, they're all good.
Okay, you go first. Because I don't want my opinion to try to
I think it was between Quill and Drax, but if I had to choose one, probably...
From what movie, though?
From Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, so, okay. Which one?
Drax or Rocket?
Okay, but we gotta pick one.
Drax.
Drax in Guardians 3?
Yeah.
That's a good choice. I like Drax in the third movie. I'm gonna give it to Rocket. In Guardians 3, his performance and just the tragedy of him losing his friends, and his performance and the way he conveyed those emotions were amazing. And I thought Mr. Bradley Cooper deserved the Best Actor award. And for Guardians 3, Best Actress. Who do you think is the best actress in the movies? What do you think?
Nebula.
From what movie?
Volume 3.
Volume 3? Oh my god. Damn, Volume 3 is kicking ass, huh? Shit. Best actress? It's gonna be hard, man. To think in the top of my head. This is difficult. Maybe Nebula in the third movie. It's either that or Mantis in the second movie. I really like Mantis in Volume 2.
Where they're trying to, like...
Yeah, just the humor between the two.
Him and Drax were trying to...
Yeah,
distract.
I'm gonna give it to Mantis. I don't care. Volume 2, I really liked her in the second volume. I really liked her. She was funny. She was comedy. I love the humor between her and Drax. I thought that was amazing. Best supporting actor. Who do you think is the best supporting actor? Supporting actor. Also, man, I forgot the villain in the third movie. What do you think of the villain in that third movie?
Oh. I hate him.
That's great, as you should. The man's evil as fuck.
Evil as heck. Like, I don't know what goes on through his brain, but he created Rocket, you know? And then he knows Rocket's, like, worth because Rocket has the brains.
You sure do.
And Rocket, if I'm not mistaken, like, he left. I love how Rocket is, like, a person that, like, knows how to escape.
Yeah, you're right.
He's very good at
smart.
escaping. And, yeah, like, I feel like the villain, he is like, why would he kill his friends? Why not kill?
Well, the whole point is they wanted to kill, like, that they're just experiments, and by the end they're gonna get killed.
Yeah, but he knew how bad that would be for Rocket. Like, he tried.
Yeah, well, at the end he didn't want to kill
target
Rocket. He wanted to torture him to get his brain and shit. So by the end he was not gonna kill Rocket, but he's gonna kill his friends. So that was the plan. But let's talk about the best supporting actor. I'm gonna give it to, it's either gonna be Drax in the second movie or Yandu. I think Yandu in that second movie really hit me emotionally. But Drax really was such a great supporting actor. Fuck, I wish I could give it a tie. Man, I don't know. Because Drax is in the movie more. I'll probably give it to Drax in the second one. What do you think of, who would you give best supporting actor?
Supporting actor, what is that in your perspective?
Somebody who supports the movie. Like, he's not the main person. He's supporting the movie.
Yandu.
Yeah. Alright, you see? I'm glad. You gave Yandu and I gave Drax. I just think Drax. Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing choice. Best supporting actress, I'm going to give it to Nebula.
Yeah, she
in the third
really
movie.
Good.
You want to do the same?
Yeah.
Alright, Nebula. Alright, best director. Maybe, probably Gunn in... Fuck, I might say the third movie. The movie's directed very well. The third movie, he directed it very well. What do you think?
I think so too.
Third movie?
Yeah.
Best writing. So, which movie do you think had the best writing? The first one, second one, or third?
The best writing was... First one? The first one.
The first movie? You think the first one had the best writing? Yeah. I'm gonna say the first one. The third one has good writing too. But the first one was very, like, consistent. Very, a good pacing. I thought the first one had... yeah. The first one. Best cinematography. What do you think? What movie looked the best?
The second one.
The second one.
And the
fucking
third one.
Second one. I'm gonna give it to the second one. What are you gonna give it to?
The second one.
Yeah. Second one, visual, it was such an amazing looking fucking movie. I don't care what anybody tells me. I love the second movie. All right. Best scene in the movie. What do you think is the best scene?
Vol.3.
What
where
scene?
They're all like... Actually, yeah. Where they're... When the yellow guy, he helps Quill, and when Quill reunites with all of them. Like... Dang.
Oh, yeah, the scene where they save Rocket, or... Oh, no, the scene where Quill gets saved. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
Quill.
That's great. I'm going to say the third one, but a different scene. I'm going to have to see the scene where they die. The Rocket's friends. Because I feel like that scene stuck the most to me. That's the scene that really stuck to my mind the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Best moment in the movie. So, like, it doesn't have to be a scene, it's just a moment.
A best moment?
Yeah. So, like, what's your favorite, like, best moment? Like, a best moment. Not a scene, just a moment.
I gotta say the chemistry in Volume 1 of Quill and Gamora.
That's your best moment?
Yeah.
That's fine. Best moment. Fuck. Fucking hell, best moment. Best moment. David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff. The scene where David Hasselhoff just shows up out of the fucking blue. That's my favorite moment. That was fun. I'm gonna have to change, though, my best scene, though. To the... No sleep till dun, where they fight in the fucking alley. I forgot about it, but now I remember. That was amazing. The action scene was fantastic. Best shot in the movie. I think my favorite shot is the shot where, I don't know, there's something about the shot of High Evolutionary just trying to grab Rocket. It was such a good shot.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good shot. What do you think is your favorite shot? Your favorite, like, shot in the movie?
It was where Quill is, like, being captured by his biological dad.
Yeah, but what was the shot?
It was, like, in the background, they had, like, not fire, but it was, like...
Okay. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what kind of shot that is, but okay. Okay. All right. The last one. Well, best picture. What do you think is the best movie?
It has to be...
Yeah, what do you think? The best one.
The third one.
The third one? Good choice. I'm gonna have to agree. I think Guardians 3 is amazing. It's the freshest one, though. I have to see it a few times, but I think it might be my favorite one. Because I feel like it is such a great end with such an amazing villain, with a backstory that is very tragic and very, like, it sticks to your mind. I fucking love Guardians 3, man. It's easily, without a doubt, the best Marvel movie since No Way Home. Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, and I'm glad that we got to see it in theaters the way it's supposed to be seen. Not at the house, dormiendo, relaxing, at the theater with people having fun and enjoying myself. That's why I love the theater. Because there's going to be a movie that's going to be like, can't wait. So, yeah. Guardians 3 for me. We both of us love Guardians 3. Well, exciting. Yeah. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, I mean, yeah. That's it. I think that's it, bro. We did it. We did the first podcast. We survived. Yes. The best way we could.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. What do you think should be the next double feature? Can you, like, get close to the mic?
The next double feature?
This is your choice. You have the choice to choose what double feature. We can watch it tonight even when we get to your house.
Well, you told me. I want to watch Renfield.
Renfield?
Yeah, Renfield.
We could do a double feature or just a single movie, if anything. I mean, if there's not enough time.
That one, and I want to watch, probably...
Renfield, and what else?
Maybe Fast and Furious, the first two.
The first two? So you went to a triple feature? Or you just gonna watch Renfield today and then we'll watch a double feature another day? And we'll just watch the first two Fast and Furious movies.
Up to you.
Because I don't know if you're gonna be up for that. You're gonna watch 3 movies right now?
Not right now.
Nah, not right now. So we're probably just gonna watch Renfield tonight, I guess. And then watch the 2 Fast and Furious movies when we can. When we can. Mm-hmm. And or we could just, and yeah, just if that double feature is still the same. We could always do the Pacino De Niro one. We can always do the Nick Robinson one. But you want to see so you want to see the 2 Fast and Furious movies? All right. Yeah, that's what you want. We can do it. Fuck yeah. All right. That was the double feature, and I'm glad you guys got to listen to it for the first time. And yeah, let this be a weekly thing. You think? Yeah. Okay, guys. See you guys in the next podcast. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Take care, everybody. Well, that was the first double feature podcast. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and come for more soon.